We'd had a lovely cruise, but now it was time to get home from Norway to the United States. I didn't make any video of the first leg of our journey from Tromsø to Oslo, Norway. And by itself, it had been brief and uneventful. So this video starts in Oslo airport as we prepare to travel to Copenhagen. All of our flights were on SAS. The part of the Oslo airport that we saw was new, spacious, and very comfortable. With tight connections, I intended to pick the story up in Copenhagen. However, once we got there, so our story resumes at the gate as we await our transatlantic flight back to the United States. That area as well was nice enough, but it was one of those places where once you're in, you're in. You don't get to wander around. Our SAS Airbus 330 was in fact there waiting for us, but we weren't boarding. Boarding was 45 minutes later, or in other words, on time. So here's the thing. Our cruise had been with Norwegian Cruise Lines, and we bought air through them. That means that they made our travel arrangements for the aircraft, and that means we were in economy. So let's take a look at SAS economy, because actually it was pretty good. I'm 6 feet tall, and while I didn't have a lot of leg room, it was certainly adequate. There was this hook thingy that I've not yet seen anyone use, and the much needed USB port in the seat in front of you. Do any A330s have individual air vents? This one doesn't. Though we were toward the rear of the plane, there wasn't mad competition for overhead bin space. Blanket, check. Pillow, check. Amenity kit, nope. I had a window seat and it was over the wing. The cabin was 242. I don't have that many points of reference for an entertainment system, but this one seemed to be good. The IFE seemed to be just fine. Hold up, what's this? I have camera views forward and down. Even at this point, I wasn't sure if there was any complimentary food, so I checked out the menu, and I thought about how hungry I might get. We pushed back and we were on our way to Washington Dulles Airport. Oh, that's right, I'm right over the wing. But not to worry, right? I mean, I've got a window, but I've also got those cameras. You never really appreciate how bumpy even a smooth takeoff is until you try to make a video of it. And I think I'm about to prove it's even worse when you try to video the camera looking forward. Well, enough of that, back to the window. Oh, I'm over the wing. Let's try the downward view camera. So those are trees. The gentleman in front of us suffered from premature relaxation. We'd been provided inexpensive headphones and a bottle of water before takeoff, and once we got to cruising altitude, very early in the flight, we were given a choice of drinks. I tried the IFE, but this remake of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang just didn't grab me. Well, there is a meal. So we got bread, crackers, salad, some kind of dessert, and some kind of main dish with chicken and potatoes and spinach, and some forks and knives and spoons made of wood. And so I ate it. And you know what? Overall, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I would have eaten it again. Now this flight was not full, so not too long into it, my wife moved to the seats behind me, which meant I had an empty seat next to me. Would that mean I could get some sleep? No! It didn't. I did quite a lot of scrolling through the IFE at this point, but nothing was catching my fancy. I didn't even figure out Taylor Swift's hidden messages. So after confirming the wing was still in place, I went back to scrolling. Briefly. Again, there was nothing wrong with the offerings, they just weren't something I wanted to watch, and I was getting a little bored. And my frequent go-to of just staring out the window mindlessly wasn't really working out either. But wait, a second meal service. We got a kind of weird juice and a kind of weird panini, but I was happy to have both. And just like that, there was only 1 hour to go.
Da har vi bare hatt en 10 minutter reise med oss. Kommer tilbake om ca. 20-25 minutter og står på Takeoff.
Time to see what I can see as we approach landing. I tried the forward-looking camera for landing without better results. So, SAS economy. The flight left on time, the flight arrived on time, I was comfortable the whole way, and I got fed twice. I'd recommend it.